everyone. ChatGPT Pro is one of those versions of ChatGPT that is available for you. It has a lot of features built inside, and we're going to go and take a look on how it holds up in 2025 because there's still a lot of advantages for it, but I'll probably tell you for the everyday average person, it probably will still be totally okay if you go ahead and use something like ChatGPT Plus or even the free version of ChatGPT. So the first thing to keep in mind is that within ChatGPT Pro, this is a more expensive, extensive version of ChatGPT. So this thing is going to be, the Plus model is obviously going to be the cheaper one. So the Plus model is essentially going to be like $20 a month. The Pro model is substantially more expensive. So, if you're going to be getting, ChatGPT Pro, you are going to have to remember that within this model, it's going to be $200 a month. So that right there is going to be a very, very big difference, right? But it does give you a lot better capability, I would say. But just to keep that in mind, $200 a month, $2,400 a year, you're essentially going to be paying for it. Now, for the most part, the most amount of features you're going to be getting inside of ChatGPT Pro, there's going to be a couple of them. Number one, it's going to be giving you better and faster response times. So this is going to be giving you overall a better, type of experience when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the, how fast these things are going to be loading. So these prompts, these things that you're going to be showing, depending on who you are, you might want faster, more responsive prompts. And that can kind of end up coming, I guess, at a faster route on ChatGPT Pro than this free version of ChatGPT. But again, is that worth $200 to you? It really just depends on how much you're going to use it. Now, on top of that, you're going to be getting priority access inside of that particular version of ChatGPT as well. But the biggest thing here is that you're going to be getting basically extended usage. So you have unlimited access to all reasoning models. So GPT-4o, advanced voiced, other models like that, other features like that, you are going to be getting more features built inside of ChatGPT, inside of this model, rather than the Plus or free version of ChatGPT. So depending on who you are, that right there, you are going to be getting a lot more features built inside. Another really big feature inside of the Pro model is that you do get Sora video generation. Now, Sora, what this is that it's basically like a cool way of making these AI videos. If you've seen any of the AI videos online, then you might have seen these Sora type of videos. There are a lot of these types of options out available. There's really, really cool, use cases online. If that, is something that sounds really cool to you, then you will basically have that type of capability within this type of model. So that right there would be something cool. Again, should you go and buy it just because of that? I'm not really too sure. There might be better models or better options that are more affordable out there rather than this one. But just keep in mind, you do have some sort of option like that right there, which that in and of itself can be kind of an interesting thing. Now, you do have more advanced voice options like I mentioned before. So if you're wanting to go and utilize those advanced voice options, you do have that type of capability right then and there inside of this type of device as well, which that in and of itself can be another really cool thing going on for this type of device as well. So for me personally, if I'm going to go through and get some sort of a model, right, there's a lot of features inside of ChatGPT that do give you a lot of capability. But here's the thing, is it worth the $200 a month? In my opinion, if you are able to go and, use it for your job, or you're able to get your work and job, paid for you, then you will have some sort of capability like that. Maybe it would make sense to go ahead and get it. But I would probably say for the everyday average person, it genuinely probably does not make that much sense to go ahead and get something like ChatGPT Pro. I feel like it's way more expensive than it needs to be. It's very, very expensive for what you're getting. And that right there can be kind of a big problem depending on who you are. Because it is going to be like a fairly expensive type of situation that you're going to be running into here. And I feel like that right there can be kind of an annoyance depending on who you are. So personally for me, I feel like if you're going to go through and pick up a device, that's a very expensive type of, device to go and buy in that particular situation. So in my opinion, that's kind of how ChatGPT, Pro kind of holds up in 2025. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.